Alright everybody, JVD Studios back in the building here at my desk. Got something very special in the mail and I just opened it up not too long ago from Steve Resk. I played in a tournament for the Press 1P Invitational. I played in it and I made third. The highest I made, I think, in any Top Cut or anything, period. And I have a payoff pack, and it's right here. The blank card is always going to come with it. One die, a new type of die, you can tell because the submission's white. I want to see what's in it. I have not yet touched it. I'm wondering. So I want to take the blank card off. And the first, wow, that's not bad.
Setting off a combustion cycle which ultimately propels the vehicle. For optimal performance and efficiency, the manifold must distribute to all the cylinders evenly.
First one I have is Monster Asylum. Tag team. The gimmick is during your opponent's turn, they must have 2 leads before they can play a follow-up, and 2 follow-ups can play before they can play a finish. After a breakout, choose cards your opponent has in their discard pile equal to the crowd meter and put them in play. Their finishers, I'm going to go normal way I go about them. And we just got a little preview of who's next, and that's going to be insane. The Maritime Kick is the strike. Return to the Island is the grapple. And the submission is the straight jacket. Maritime Kick, +2 to strike, discard 3, shuffle 3 from discard, and then draw 3. Return to the Island is a +3 to grapple. Bury 3 cards in your opponent's discard. And then you go to the straight jacket for the technique. Okay, so that's not bad. When this card's in your discard pile and you would draw, you may instead draw the bottom card of the deck. So I guess the turn rules count. I guess, I don't know. The next 3, I'm loving this one. The Phantasm. A new superstar which I really like, at least for me. The Phantasm, when you roll your lowest skill for your turn roll, during the next turn, your opponent's cards are considered to have blank text unless you play a finish. So if I play a lead or follow-up, basically that says right here, you can try to play a stop card, but your stop cards have blank text, so nice try trying to stop them. I think that's pretty much what that gimmick will be used for. His 3 finishers are right here with the strike one, From the Beyond, the Icy Grip, and the Dark Strangler, which I really like this card a lot. I'll read his 3 finishers for you. From the Beyond gives you 4 to strike. And when you have 3 or fewer cards in your hand, it's also a lead. That's huge. Having this into your hand, drawing it. Let's say you win the first turn roll and you draw it. Okay, now I have. Or let's say you play a card and it hits. Okay, or it gets stopped. Whatever. He plays. You win the next turn when you stop one of his. He wins the next turn. You stop one of his cards. You draw your next card. You now have 3 cards in hand. With this as one of them, you play it as a lead. It's amazing. Finish lead, which you can do. Which another card I know does, which is EC3. But it has to be the first turn of the game for EC3. I have a copy. I'm sending out. Icy Grip is next. +1 to grapple, +2 to power, and +1 to technique. Yes. your your opponent randomly buries one card in their hand and add one follow-up from your discard pile to your hand. They didn't put the word hand there. You can see in the text. I'm pretty sure it's into the hand, but from the discard pile into your what? Into your what? I'll let Steve know. Look at the Phantasm's finish. Dark Strangler is my favorite one. It's the submission finish of the 3 finishers you're given. Your opponent's second breakout roll is -1. Third is -2. Really good.
With type 2 diabetes,
really good. Why do his cards? Just had his cards here. Oh, they're up here. Duh. Duh. Yeah, I'll let Steve know about the icy grip from the Phantasm. I know what it's supposed to say, but if he looks at the text, it doesn't say hand. It doesn't say hand at all. Lou is calling. Actually, let me go ahead and I'll throw him up here. I'll try again. I'll redial this time. The last one we have, guys, is Blue Line Beast. I'll explain that in a sec. Hey, Lou, what's going on?
What's up, man?
Not much. I'm in the middle of a video. I'm glad you kind of called. You can join in.
What video?
I'm doing the payoff pack that I received for the Press 1P.
Oh, cool.
So, he doesn't know. The first 2 that I showed were Monster Asylum and the Phantasm. I'm now going to show everybody. This is cool because I'm fighting for the DWA World title against Everett. Everett's going to use this competitor right here, the Blue Line Beast, and that's the last competitor in my pack.
Well, I hear the Phantasm is actually a pretty decent card to play, so I'm actually kind of excited to see what you're going to do with that.
I'm going to build it, trust me. Blue Line Beast, let me go over his gimmick for you guys at home. When you hit a grapple, look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, flip 1, bury 1, keep the 3rd one on top.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot.
It's really good. You have the Blue Line beat down for his strike finish. His grapple finish is stop resisting. And the right to remain silent is his submission. Let me read them off. Blue Line beat down, 1 to tech, 2 to agility, 1 to strike. Whenever I say tech, I mean technique.
Okay.
When you hit a grapple last turn, double the bonuses.
Self-explanatory, pretty simple.
Pretty good. Stop resisting is +2 to agility, +1 to strike. Look at your opponent. Look at your opponent's hand. Choose 1 card and discard it. And I have the right to remain silent. The submission finish. +2 to technique, +1 to strike. When this card is in your discard pile and your opponent hits a follow-up, draw 1. So not bad. You can actually get something with it because of the follow-up if they keep hitting follow-ups.
I think that's actually probably one of the best out of the 3 of them, being it works on both yours and your opponent's turn. All you have to do is discard it.
That's true.
And it's just infinite draw power right there. I mean, unless your opponent decides to bury it, I think that's actually probably my favorite out of the 3.
Alright, cool. The 3 cards I received as part of the pack as well. I got the Impact Bomb. That'll go right into Press 1P's deck. Crippling Crossface.
Yes, that's a good card, dude.
Power skill requirement of 8. Finish submission. +1 to technique, +1 to submission. If you have 10 or more cards in your hand, your opponent gets 2 breakout rolls.
That's awesome.
And the foil card, I'm actually going to turn my cam on so you can see it, Lou.
Oh, sweet.
The foil card is a stop card I know well.
Falling Power, that is awesome.
Falling Power Slam foil.
I wish you would just pull the Fall Away Slam foil again. That way I can buy it off of you already. I remember you pulled the Fall Away Slam foil and sold it the next day. And I was like, shit, dude.
Did I? No, I never pulled a Fall Away.
No, didn't you pull a Fall Away Slam a couple months ago?
Not a foil, no.
Nah.
The blank spectacle and the entrance card I got. The entrance is aid from the SRG mom. What that does is, once a match, if you ended your turn without playing a card, draw 2, and your opponent draws 1. So basically, I am my turn, I play Pot of Greed. I am my turn, I play Pot of Greed. And then, the right, the Spectacle card's a Newman card. It comes from under the ring. If you do not know what that does, which not many people do know what it does. We should have a Grim card here. I don't have a Grim card. I'll read it anyway. I thought I had one up here. I don't. Oh well. Once a match, on your opponent's turn, when your opponent has 7 or more cards in hand than you, add 1 from discard to hand.
Yeah, that's not bad. It's not amazing, but it's pretty decent.
You need to keep hoping you lose turn.
Really good in, like, scenes or something.
Well, you need to make sure you keep losing turn a little bit. Imagine if you played that with Snake Pit.
What does Snake Pit do again?
When you have fewer cards in your hand than your opponent, your power, I think it's power, technique, and agility are +1.
Nice. I'm surprised you're not with Amber though.
I left yesterday. Long story, I'll tell you that later though.
How's the new dog?
I'll tell you about that later. Trust me. The cards I have are Punch, Grapple for Position, Test of Strength, Snap Kick, Hip Toss, Snap Grab, which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Ride the Wave.
Well, it seems like you got a decent head.
I think so. Gut Buster, Arm Wringer, Chop to the Chest, Arm Drag, Leg Trap, Kidney Punch, Surprise Cutter, which is interesting. If any player played a stop card last turn, it's also a lead. When this card is in your discard pile, and your opponent stops a grapple, add this to hand. Single leg crab, flying lariat, capture, suplex, body crush, dive through the ropes. Boulder breaker, net twist, smash into the corner. Head drop driver, blindside choke, drop kick, grab hold of the ropes, and the last one that was the last one. Grab hold of the ropes and wrap in the ropes. That's the 1 through 27 cards you get in the pack. Overall, I'm happy with the pack. I like what I got. The Phantasm is going to be a fun deck to build. Phantasm has.
Well, it seems like you got a bunch of singles you actually were looking for. I mean, that's great, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good thing to have. Ooh. Hey, you are. It's a really good thing that I got those cards. I'm really happy with what I pulled. The Blue Line Beast was really nice. The Phantasm's insane. And Monster Asylum is a good tag team. I still say my favorite card, though, overall, out of all the finishers I have, was this one here.
Made famous on the big screen by Hollywood tough guys like Marlon Brando.
Dark Strangler.
Why?
Because of that.
Second ago is -1. Your opponent's third. That's actually pretty good.
It's called mess with the turn roll. It's called mess with the breakouts. Ah. But yeah, overall, I think this is a really, really awesome playoff pack. I want to thank J.S. Myers too for giving me a call to the crowd and a kick into the corner. That kick into the corner is in here somewhere, right there. For Lexi, but I might be taking kick to the corner out because I might be putting it in Phantasm when I build him. It's gonna be insane. It really will be insane.
What is Phantasm's best ability?
Phantasm's highest stat is agility of a 10.
Okay, I know this can sound weird, right? But why don't you try making Phantasm and Belle a tag team?
Phantasm and who?
Southern Belle.
Oh my god.
Southern Belle and Phantasm as a tag team sounds amazing.
God. Oh, I have to talk to you about that at the end of after the video. Because I have my stuff back here with me. I brought my stuff back yesterday. Oh my god, that's dude, that's
I was
insane.
just thinking about it for a minute. I was like,
South Belle's ability is the same. Is if you have fewer cards in your hand than your opponent buries down to have the same number that you do. That's good. That's really good. I like that idea a lot. But yeah, this will do it.
I thought you would.
I got a new die, so it's been pretty cool. I'll test that out later. Other than that, this has been a great video. Lou's an awesome person to hang out with. He's awesome to play the game with. Our games are normally always going to be fun and somewhat agitating because we keep stopping each other like hell.
Of course, because we have really great games, and that's always good to have.
Definitely,
just
and
that competitive nature.
Yeah, but we go from competitive nature to laughing till we cry, almost. You know, because that's what we do. Because we have so much fun playing the game.
Especially when you roll a 4 and I roll a 5.
Oh my god. He has a card that reduces, what is it, technique by 1 or power by 1. And if I'm playing a card with a 5 power, like Kenny Omega, I roll a 4, he rolls a 5. He somehow wins that, which kind of sucks. But it's funny as hell. But, yeah, I'm gonna get this uploaded as soon as we're off here, guys. Thanks again for watching. Keep it locked here for more Super Show videos. Yes, COVID-19 is still a thing. It sucks. Yes, I know. I'm gonna hopefully give you guys more videos, more content for your faces, because you guys deserve it. Thanks again for keeping it locked right here on JVD Studios. Until next time, JVD out.